Hey everyone, um, welcome to the masterclass. My name is Talia Esler. I am one of the wellness advocates that are bringing you some amazing information all about the top 10 essential oils over the next coming week. So I hope you're very excited, you've got your samples ready, and you are, just really ready and eager to learn because we have so much information to share. So be ready because your mind is about to be blown, and we're just really happy that we can have all this knowledge we can share with you. So the first thing I actually want to talk to you about, and this morning we're going to be concentrating on doTERRA and the oils and what are they all about and why are they so amazing and why is doTERRA number one, and if we're going to choose an oil, why do we choose doTERRA? And for me, this is huge because I actually did look into a lot of essential oils when I was choosing which ones to use to support my family. And there's a wealth of information out there. So it's really important that we get the facts right and that you understand why doTERRA is so amazing and what to be mindful of and what to look out for when you're choosing an essential oil, because they're not all the same. They're not all created equally. We talk about purity and like 100% pure and labeling and all these sorts of things. They can be misleading. So we really need to get all that straight. And, we'll talk a bit about organic certification and things like that. The things that people are always wanting to know more about. So I'd also like to share a little bit on dilution today as well. So you'll find some information in the album for Monday, and this afternoon we're going to be concentrating on lavender, our first oil, one of the most versatile, most beautiful oils ever available to us, and we get to share all the amazing information on that one with you too today, so look out for that. But up first this morning we are talking about the oils. So there's an incredible link to a beautiful video that we've got to share for you today called Gift of the Earth. Now this is amazing because it tells you pretty much a beautiful summary of why oils, like why use essential oils, why are they so amazing for us and to us and all those sorts of things. So please watch that video. It's incredible. It really just outlines everything you need to know up front. So that's a beautiful one to start with. So start there. And then, we start to think, okay, we know what an essential oil is now, but what about choosing which essential oil to use? So when I was choosing which ones to use for my family, I did lots of research. I wanted to know, where did the oils come from? How do I have confidence that what I'm putting on my children is pure? It says 100% pure on those bottles of tea tree we buy from the supermarket. It's not 100% pure. So, there's all sorts of things that we've got to be mindful of. So, what did I look out for? Certification of organic, what did that mean? And I've come to realize now that the labeling can be very misleading. So we really need to learn more about the company we're dealing with. How do they source? Do they source from country of origin like doTERRA do, which is so important. So your tea tree eucalyptus come from Australia. And we know that now with science and research that when the plant is grown and harvested in its place of origin, the therapeutic value is the highest. So the tea tree from Australia is going to be the highest therapeutic value available anywhere in the world. So this is what doTERRA actually really pride themselves on. They have an amazing co-impact sourcing program. So they work with growers in these countries who have been harvesting and growing these native plants for hundreds of years, and they know what they're doing. They know how to get good yields. They know how to get amazing therapeutic oils. So doTERRA don't own their own farms. They support communities who have done this for a very long time to bring us incredible oils. So that's number one. Okay, the co-impact sourcing, I'll share a few videos on that in here as well, so please check them out. We source from, I think it's over 28 third world countries that we support, and there's another amazing foundation that doTERRA are a part of called Healing Hands Foundation. And some of you may have heard of this before, but this is where we give back. This is doTERRA's way of giving back to the communities and supporting these communities that we work with through impact sourcing to bring them healthcare and schools and education for their children. And, you know, we bring them clean running water so they don't have to walk 3 hours a day to get a bucket of water to keep their family surviving. So, you know, it's huge, and I'll definitely place a lot of links about the Healing Hands Foundation. That is very close to my heart. I just know that every time I use a bottle of oil on myself, on my family, that we are actually doing more than just supporting our family. We are actually impacting communities and other families out there with every drop that we use on ourselves, and that's huge. Like, how amazing. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of the greater good and the bigger impact you're having by using these oils as well. That's very important. So it's the co-impact sourcing, the Healing Hands. You'll find more information in the links. There'll be some great videos you can watch to learn more about what happens there. So that's the extra things that doTERRA do, which are amazing. The other side of it is purity. How do we know what we're putting in our body doesn't have other contamination or contaminants in them? How do we know that it's 100% pure? How do we know it doesn't have herbicides and pesticides and all these extra chemicals we don't want to put on our body? How do we know that there's no fillers or extra carrier oils in these bottles of oil? So I was very mindful of this. I live a very low tox life, and I'm extremely mindful of what we put in and on our body. So this was the number one for me. I did a lot of research, and I looked in how to doTERRA test. Like, how do they guarantee to us that this bottle has nothing but the essential oil? So there's an amazing thing that they do now on Source2You website, and I can provide this link as well, where you actually can put in the barcode just on the bottom of your oils, the batch number, and you can actually search to see the results of the batches of oils that we are using. Like, they give you the graph and the chart to show the constituents and everything else. They're very transparent. I love that about doTERRA. Then they've got nothing to hide. So that's another amazing thing you can do as well. But the CPTG. So we hear about this. This is doTERRA's standard, where they really pride themselves on being the most therapeutic oil available on the market today. And they are. You just need to smell the difference and you can tell the difference. It's incredible. Like, the amount of people who've used other brands of oils and then they smell doTERRA and they realize just by smelling the difference that it is pure. It's real. It's just straight from the plant. It's amazing. And we talk about CPTG and like what are the levels that doTERRA go to make sure that we have an incredible, highly therapeutic pure oil. And you just need to look into the research. You need to, have a look on the doTERRA science page, understand the testing that they do above and beyond for us, and you'll realize. And I have a chemistry background, so I know, what it takes to make sure something, is what they are saying. So these tests that they do are above and beyond what anyone else would do, to make sure that everything we're getting is of the very, very best. So the CPTG is an amazing, amazing standard. It is higher than any other standard you will find. There is not even a standard for essential oils, and this is why doTERRA do this. It's their way of saying, okay, we have got this. We are producing and we are putting, in the mail to you the most incredible oils you will ever get. So rest assured and be comfortable that you can use these oils in confidence, because they are third-party tested to the highest standard. There's nothing but the pure essential oil in there, and we know that by the charts and the graphs and the things that they allow us to see. And when you get to know the founders of doTERRA, you realize that they actually have really big hearts, and they are here to just provide the best essential oils in the world. And we are the partakers of that. We benefit from that. So it's really, really beautiful. And when you actually see what these oils do for us, you realize that they're the real deal. So the CPTG is a standard, okay, that they go above and beyond to make sure we have pure therapeutic grade essential oils. The other side of it is the certification of organic. So every single country has a different way that they certify organic products. So nothing's consistent, nothing's of a consistent nature, nothing's standard. You know, you can't compare apples with apples when it comes to certification. And there's little loopholes, like you've got to be mindful that, you know, if something's certified organic, it still can be diluted. It can still have other things in there. Just because it's certified organic doesn't mean that it's 100% pure. Doesn't mean it doesn't have organic coconut oil in it. It's still organic. So there's other things we've got to be mindful of. And the process, when we understand the distilling process, we realize that when you actually distill the oils in the way doTERRA do, something that's of inorganic nature through the distillation process becomes organic. So the distillation process gets rid of any of those chemicals that we don't want in there anyway, that we don't want to find in our bottle of oil. So the method that doTERRA use ensures that our oils are pure anyway. So it doesn't matter if we're sourcing from somewhere that's organic certified or not. The way we distill ensures that it's organic. And by definition, organic in the way I would want organic to be is that there's nothing inorganic in that compound, in that oil that we're getting. We don't want to have anything in there that's not from that plant. So I don't want other nasty chemicals anywhere near my body or my kids' body. So this is huge. It's not as simple as just going, is it organic or inorganic? Is it organic certified or not? So yeah, hopefully that makes sense, but it's not a big deal. So like there's heaps of spin around being organic or not. And when you actually look into it and look at the organic certification available from these countries that we're sourcing from, where you need to be sourcing from to get the therapeutic value for these oils, you actually realize that it's not black and white. So we know that the oils are above organic because they don't contain any herbicides, pesticides, fillers, anything that we don't want in our oils. So hopefully that makes sense to you all. It is a little tricky to explain, but just know that it's better than organic, so you don't need to worry. There's only the pure essential oil in our bottles, and that's what we need to know. So you've got that. We'll be touching on dilution. I want to put up a dilution chart. Every oil that we cover this week we'll be talking about dilution. So some are hot oils, some are mild oils. I will also cover a little bit about pregnancy, breastfeeding. I've just had my third child, and all I used in my pregnancy was essential oils. All I used in labour was essential oils, and all I used to nurture my newborn baby is essential oils. So if you have any questions in that area, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to share my experiences and what I do in those areas. So if that's of interest to you, just ask. So that's no worries at all. And then safety. So dilution and safety of the oils is really important. So we'll definitely be covering off on those bits and pieces. But if ever in doubt, dilute. Less is more. You only need a drop. And we'll be guiding you through the usage of all of that. But it's just really important that these oils are potent. They are pure. You don't need to use a lot. They go a long, long way, and just a drop with some carrier oil is a beautiful way to use these oils. So when we say carrier oil, that can be anything. That can be coconut oil, can be fractionated coconut oil, which we love here in our home because it never goes solid. It always remains liquid and it's just silky smooth on the skin. So that's really, really nice to use. And it could be avocado oil, it could be sweet almond oil, it might be olive oil, it could be jojoba oil, it might be rosehip. There's so many different carrier oils out there that you can use, and your skin type will tell you what you like to use anyway. So that is what when we refer to a carrier oil, that is what we're talking about. So I will jump out now, and there'll be lots of links to follow, lots of videos to look at, and then this afternoon we'll be doing lavender. So any questions, get involved. This is what it's about. We've got 6 days of intense, awesome information to bring to you, and we want you to learn. This is just the perfect opportunity to really be educated and learn so much about these amazing oils, and you will soon be on your oil journey too, and you'll never look back. It is literally the best thing ever. So please enjoy, please get involved, and any questions, all us wellness advocates will be there to support you and help you out. So use these 6 days to learn as much as you possibly can, and like us all, you will also fall in love with the oils. So thank you so much for listening, and we will enjoy this little journey with you. So thank you. Bye for now.